Phuket Xtra is brought to you by Coast Beach Club and Bistro at Centara Grand Beach Resort. Chill in the sun, sip under the stars.
Saudi Krap and welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by Coast Beach Club and Bistro at Centara Grand Beach Resort, Phuket. I'm JP Mustanza, and here's the news you need to know. The holiday season always brings about massive amounts of queues to travelers everywhere, but here at the Phuket International Airport, it's gotten especially bad. So bad that the director of the airport is apologizing. The massive delays at the airport have caused equally massive queues, as passengers have even had to wait in the forecourt outside the new international terminal during the New Year holidays. Only 2 staff were available to conduct security scans on baggage, according to the airport director Mondrudi Getupan, and an upgrade to the system is not expected until the next 5 to 6 months. Meanwhile, renovations are being carried out at the domestic terminal, which is expected to be done by next year in 2018. New year, same old airport. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. And the New Year holidays left a big mess, so much so that the Pollution Control Department in Bangkok is stepping in to help with cleanup efforts in 4 tourist hotspots. Koh Samet, Pattaya, Koh Phi Phi, and Phetchabun will be part of a pilot project between the PCD and the Department of Tourism to deal with wastewater and waste management. The increase in waste at those tourist hotspots has prompted officials to come up with a plan that includes separating garbage, treating wastewater, and educating the local population. Each destination was chosen because of how different they are ecologically, with islands, mountains, and city destinations all represented. And the horrific crash and blaze that killed 25 people earlier this week might have been caused by a driver who dozed off behind the wheel. On Monday, a pickup truck and a passenger van collided on a highway in Chonburi, killing a total of 25 people in the collision and subsequent fire that broke out in the van. Now, authorities have learned that the 64-year-old driver of the van had been making his 5th 500-kilometer round trip in 31 hours when the accident happened, and he apparently dozed off behind the wheel. Officials noted that labor law clearly states that transport vehicle drivers cannot work more than 8 consecutive hours at a time. Authorities are still investigating, so for the latest, visit thephuketnews.com. And Phuket Extra will be right back, so stay right there.
Pop into Thai Taco today, soy sour Darak, across from Ban Sinam Yen School in the heart of Patong. Hundreds and thousands of customers from all over the world, can't be wrong.
Welcome back to Phuket Extra. And rescue workers responding to a call that 2 big snakes were fighting under a restaurant in Talang on New Year's Eve weren't quite prepared for what their mission entailed. The 3.5-meter king cobra was in the middle of a fight with a smaller cobra under the restaurant when rescue workers arrived. They separated them, bagged them, and it turned out that the 3.5-meter king cobra weighed a hefty 5.7 kilos. It was later released into the wild along with its opponent, both at separate locations. And then just the next day, on January 1st, workers had to remove a 2.8-meter python from a drain near a market in Tung Tong Katu. It took them 35 minutes to bag the animal, and workers did say that this is mating season for snakes, and they're known to be aggressive during this time. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. And finally, a litany of classical and rock musicians from Russia, Ukraine, and beyond performed at the On The Rock Orchestra concert at Le Méridien Hotel last night in Caron to a huge crowd. Over 150 people attended the concert, which included rock band Lampy Orchestra, opera singer Yulia Zinovieva, and artists like Marat Bisengaliev, all backed by the Almighty Symphony Orchestra. And they're not done yet, as the Tropical Soundwave Show is set to feature many of the same artists tomorrow, January 5th, at Dream Beach Club, including their international DJs, jazz singer Elijah Rock, and the Music Matter Trio, along with a host of other musicians. It's sure to be a massive jam session of a colorful array of music with DJ, orchestral, jazz, opera, and so much more. For more, visit thephuketnews.com and click on events. And that's it for Phuket Extra today, but before we go, we want to know, what do you think of national officials' plans to finally tackle the wastewater and waste management problem at tourist hotspots as a unit? Let us know in the comments. From all of us at the Phuket News Center, thanks for watching. Catch us again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
The island's largest selection of fashion swimwear for both men and women in Kanda Beach Life shops in Patong, Surin, and Boat Avenue.